Jai Shri Kusum Haranath. Pagal Haranath, Part 3, Letter 80, addressed to Abhay Charande. Brother Obu, I read your letter many times over and became very happy. Brother dear, so much affection and so much love you can bestow even without seeing. Knowing this, how much happy I have been is known only to that merciful Lord. May Krishna keep you in abiding happiness. Brother, it is true that the jeeva has come to worship Krishna. In search of happiness, if he strays away from the source of perennial joy, he flounders in sorrow. Happiness is the only goal. In order to get that happiness, we are deceived in various ways by our lust for money, wife, children, etc. and forget Krishna's feet, the real mine of happiness. But brother, those who are clever find an easy way out of this and hoodwink Maya by doing Krishna-bhajan. Though amidst the worldly life it may not be impossible to worship Krishna, yet it requires some cleverness. If that happens, nothing can be easier. Due to the loss of wife, the halter has truly slipped out of your neck. It is better not to put it on once more willingly. But if you can be clever, you can, like the deities, make your spiritual path full of sweetness by taking a wife, and you will be able to proceed happily along. The path without the womanly touch is somewhat thornless, but it is very arid like a desert. That path does not have pleasant flower gardens along its course, nor are there sweet water wells dug at intervals. That path is a long stretch and monotonous. The traveler quickly tires on such a road. Gradually it is possible for him to lose the goal. True, that path is devoid of thorns, but it is like a razor's edge. Even if a slight deviation brings gravest danger. Therefore, before taking up that road, it is wise for the wayfarer to get a measure of his own capacity. Though Sri Nityananda had no need, since it is beyond the power of misguided jivas like us, the Lord mercifully through his alter ego Sri Nityananda cleared this simple path and gratified the jivas. So I say, brother, according to your own capacity, take the way you think better out of these two. To take a wife just to beget children brings misery, and by making her the Sahadharmini, she becomes the cause and the chief help in one's deliverance. Brother dear, to put everything about this matter in black and white is in a way impossible. But once here at this place, I had a talk on this subject with Nandu Baba. You too should not feel shy of talking about it with him. He will tell you many things. The realization of what prompted Chandidas to describe Rajakini as the form of Kishori, seeing what he addressed that Rajakini as Rai, with a view to achieving that goal, if one takes a wife, she serves as a means of liberation rather than as a cause of bondage. Therefore, keeping the words of Chandidas in heart and keeping yourself calm and collected, you may take a wife. That may get you what you cherish, besides increasing the happiness of your parents. Brother dear, Kaviraj Goswami says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kama and Prema are of the same nature. All human desires are Kama, and those very desires among the Gopis are termed Prema. Now, if you ponder a little, you will realize how Kama and Prema differ, though they are of the same nature. Observe it, both of you, in your lives, and walk the path of Prema, you shall go merrily. If by chance you slip on your way, it will not be of much disrepute. One benefit of this road is that if you lose, it won't be a big loss. But if you win, the gain is enormous. Therefore, for powerless jeevas like us, this road appears to be good. Brother, include the Chaitanya Charitamrita amongst your daily readings. There is no need to read other books. Too much of random reading may confuse you. Do not talk about Krishna with anybody and everybody. Do not discuss the way with persons whose ways are different. That would be a wrangle. Carefully avoid that. Speak of your heartfelt ideas with those of the same disposition as yours. None but one with compassion will understand your heartfelt sentiments. Like those who are always happy do not understand the pangs of a sufferer, similarly, none but one with compassion can understand the heartfelt ideas of others. Perhaps that is why Narottam Thakur had to say, do not discuss the matters of your worship with anybody and everybody. Be careful of your own self. Proceeding in this way, you will find a companion matching your inner thoughts. Then you will not feel the fatigue of journey at all. You will go in great joy. Otherwise, you may have to return dejected. Due to this confusion alone, the jeeva is coming and going. He is never able to end these comings and goings. Always indulge in good thoughts. Remember that the power of thought is a crore times stronger than that of action. That is why one has to have recourse to contemplation alone to catch that uncatchable. The extent of harm that can be done to the world by evil thoughts, the evil deeds cannot harm as much. Make the vow of helping others a companion to good thoughts. These two match well. Do not fall into the company of the fallen and sinner. Rather, try to make the fallen and the sinner your companions. Despise sin, but not the sinner. Nurse the deepest sympathy for the sinner and try to bring him on to the right path by praying to the Lord for enough strength. Endeavor to relieve the suffering of the needy with money, service and words. Money, if it cannot bring succour to the afflicted, is meaningless. The rearing of only the strangers whom we consider to be sons and daughters is not a justification of money. Realize this and practice it in secret without disclosing to others. As you proceed in this manner, you will find that the greatest Rasik Krishna will become yours. Brother dear, this wave does not subside once it rises, for this has no beginning and no end. Therefore, one has to stop even if unwillingly. I too stop according to this rule and shall pour my heart out if we ever meet. Brother, do not try to come to me. That would entail difficulties in many ways. Firstly, the discomfort of the journey. Secondly, you have been reared in a perennial comfort, So you will face many difficulties when you come to a poor man's place. So I say, do not nurse a desire to come over here. Krishna will surely ensure our meeting at a proper time. I am a slave of absolute self-interest, a lowliest being. Keep a kind eye on me. Tell Ma and Baba not to forget this unworthy son. Convey my love and affection to my brothers and sisters and write to me now and then. Your Haro. Jai Sri Kusum Haranath.